I now call the January 15th, 2025 meeting for the City of Las Vegas Art Commission to order. Would the Deputy City Clerk call the roll, please?
Chair Beals,
Here.
Vice Chair Benarchik,
Here.
Second Vice Chair Roberts, excused. Commissioner Clevin,
I'm here.
Commissioner Westfield, excused. Commissioner Douglas, excused. Commissioner DeSantis,
Here.
Commissioner Chirk,
Here.
Commissioner Chi,
Here.
Commissioner Portnoy,
Here.
Commissioner Von Bastians,
Here.
Commissioner Galati.
Here.
Thank you, Chair. You have a quorum.
Thank you. And item number 2, has this meeting been properly noticed and posted in compliance with the Nevada Open Meeting Law?
Yes, Chair, it has.
Thank you. Moving on to item number 3. Public comment during this portion of the agenda must be limited to matters on the agenda for action. If you wish to be heard, come forward and give your name for the record. The amount of discussion, as well as the amount of time any given speaker is allowed, may be limited. I see there's no public comment at this time, so we're moving to item number 4, for possible action to approve the final minutes by reference of the regular meeting of November 20th, 2025. Would anyone like to make a motion to approve the meeting minutes?
It's Commissioner Clevin. I'll move to approve.
Commissioner Chirk, second.
The meeting has, all in favor?
Aye.
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 Any opposed? Passes. And the meeting minutes are approved. Okay, now we're moving to item number 5, report by Carmen Beals, Art Commission Chair, regarding a monthly summary of current initiatives, cultural events, and opportunities, all wards. Celebrate with us at the opening reception of It's O'Clay, the Animal House Pottery Member Exhibition on Thursday, January 29th from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Grand Gallery in City Hall. Light bites and refreshments will be available. Please join us on Groundhog Day, Monday, February 2nd at 10 a.m. for the unveiling of Waiting on a Light on the Corner by Sound Exchange by artist David Ryan. The event will take place at the corner of 3rd Street in Ogden, where guests can view the artwork up close and hear directly from the artist. Join us for a proposal presentation meeting for the Wallapai Canyon Environmental Sculpture Project on Wednesday, February 4th from 2 to 3:30 at the historic 5th Street School. Be a part of the process of selecting the awarded artist for a new public art project. For more information about these events and more departments of parks, recreation, and cultural affairs programming, please visit www.artslasvegas.org or call 702-229-ARTS. Do any commissioners have additional events or happenings they would like to mention?
Yes, this is Commissioner Portnoy. I have a couple events which are coming up. National Pop Art Day, Meet the Artist Night at Portnoy Gallery on West Oakey Boulevard. That'll be from 7 to 9 p.m. And featured entertainment will be Barry Manilow's music director, Joey Melati, will be on keys. Also coming up April 9th through the 14th, my Endangered Species series artwork will be on exhibition at West Charleston Library from April 9th through the 14th, 2026.
If there's no one else,
This is Commissioner Chirk. Thank you. just want to share two opportunities from the Nevada Arts Council. The first one is the project grant for organizations. If you're a nonprofit organizations and or public institution looking for funding for an arts project for fiscal year 27, the application is currently open for a grant for $7,000 with a one-to-one match. The application is currently open and will close at February 3rd. At 5 p.m. For more information, please visit nvartscouncil.org. The second opportunity is that the Nevada Arts Council is also looking for a portrait painter to paint the governor's portrait. This contract is for $40,000, and more information is also available on nvartscouncil.org. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else? Want to make sure? Okay, we're moving on to item number 6, report by Cultural Affairs staff regarding a monthly summary of current initiatives, all wards.
This is Parker Arecki for the record. Hello. You should have received the staff report with updates of the Percent for the Arts projects, and we've also put together a presentation to show the activities and initiatives happening now. Here you can see our upcoming meeting schedule. Just so everyone is aware, it's going to be on the third Thursday of every month.
Laura Machado for the record. As mentioned in the chair report, we're excited to share that Waiting on a Light on the Corner by Sound Exchange by David Ryan is being installed this week. And we look forward to seeing you there at the opening on Groundhog's Day, February 2nd at 10 a.m. on that southwest corner of Ogden and 3rd Street.
The AMP Gateway and Arts District Public Art Project, we have our finalized artist here, and they will be presenting their proposals at this meeting during the next agenda item. The AMP Ward 4 Cheyenne Ave Public Art Project is moving along and is currently being reviewed by the councilwoman and staff.
Mary Sabo for the record. The Boulder Plaza Sculpture Project, The Seed by CR2, is still in progress. The engineering documents are still in review with Building and Safety.
This is Parker Arecki. The Centennial Hills Park Environmental Tile Mural Project. The evaluation panel is meeting to determine which artist to award the project. We're hoping to select that artist by the end of this month.
Laura Machado. Cliff Garden Studio is currently at the 50% completion rate for their project, their 4th project milestone. They continue to be on track. We have the installation scheduled for the end of April, and then we hope to welcome everyone for the dedication of this event at the beginning of May. We'll provide more information as we get closer. Also, you may have noticed when you walked into the meeting today, we're excited to share that Crystal Ramirez's piece, The Night We Met, was officially dedicated, and we welcome it. It's a wonderful addition to our public art collection. We're really excited. The project is almost complete. We have one step left to check off the box for permitting, and then that project will be complete.
This is Mary Sabo for the record. Conservation and maintenance is always an ongoing project. We've secured conservation and maintenance vendor Homero Hidalgo for general collection, maintenance, and graffiti abatement. And we worked with RLA Conservation on routine cleaning of radial symmetry. And they are developing some assessments for us as well of some other pieces in the collection. And as always, we welcome members of the public to report any concerns related to conservation and maintenance by emailing us, or you can reach out to any one of us. The Hears Park Tile Mural Project, a request for proposals was issued to a directly selected artist, and proposals were received in December, and they are currently under review by the project stakeholders.
This is Parker Arecki. The Wallapai Canyon Trailhead Environmental Public Art Project. As Commissioner Beals mentioned, we will be having the proposal presentation on Wednesday, February 4th from 2 to 3:30, where we will select the awarded artist.
This is Holly Lay for the record. Justin, we had a big move in his contract today. So we're finalizing that with the attorney to get that finally signed and probably changing the date to May of this year for an installation. The medical district projects are moving along. We have this contract with Luis Varela Rico we're still working on that. He's getting bids and he's almost completed his third bid that he has to get for legality reasons, and then we will be moving forward. And Wayne will be installing next month. The event for this will be on February 20th from 10 to 11 a.m. if you can make it. Currently, we have the pedestal on site, and he will be installing that closer to the reception date.
This is Mary Sabo. The Mirabelli Community Center mural project, Find Your Wings by Matthew Murphy, is now complete. He wrapped this project up in early December, and we had an unveiling ceremony. Definitely go check out this project if you get a chance.
Thank you. That wraps up our summary of current initiatives. Do any commissioners have any questions?
This is Commissioner Chi. We had decided at previous meetings that we would try to make sure there were commissioners attending these launch events and stuff. So is anyone, who's going to the February 20th event?
I am.
Okay.
Commissioner Chirk, I have the one on February 2nd and 20th on my calendar.
What's the one on February 2nd again?
It is the waiting on a light.
David Ryan's,
Okay.
and I'll be at that one too.
Okay. So I noticed that usually in our folder we have a piece of paper that had the dates and stuff. I noticed this time we don't have it. So how do we get the times and details?
This is Parker Orecki. I can provide that, Commissioner Chi. Thank you.
Thank you.
And this is Holly Lay for the record. The event was just scheduled a couple days ago, so we're still working on everything. I had to schedule with UNLV because it'll be on their site. So I'll get that stuff out to you guys as soon as I have more finalized stuff.
This is Commissioner Clevin. I just want to say thank you to the staff because there's so many projects that are being completed and everything looks wonderful. So we really appreciate all of your hard work in stewarding the projects forward. I know it's a long process. For many of us, we've seen these processes for the course of a few years. So it's great to see them coming to fruition.
Thank you, and thank you to the amazing staff. And so now we're moving to item number 7, report by Cultural Affairs staff regarding AMP Gateway District and 18B Arts District project design proposals for various locations, Ward 3, DS.
This is Parker Orecki. For this project, our evaluation panel has vetted all the proposals and is confident to showcase it to you folks today. We do have an artist in present, and he'll be speaking on his behalf, but for all the others, I'll be speaking on their behalf. So let's go. Our first artist is Shan Michael Evans at Industrial in Wyoming. He says, my design features a series of colorful geometric flowers painted across the utility boxes in an industrial undeveloped area. These stylized flowers bring an intentional burst of vibrancy to a place defined by concrete and dust, creating a visual contrast that is both surprising and positive. Beyond decoration, the work serves as a gesture of transformation, a signal that this area too is part of a living city. The design invites curiosity, and their presence reclaims the space with creativity. If we go back, you can also see his design superimposed to the sidewalk here. Next, we have Andrea Pavlis at Oki and Las Vegas Boulevard. She says, because my utility cabinet sits at the entryway of the Las Vegas Arts District, and because Vegas is forever linked to gambling, I think a painting of lemons and cherries, iconic symbols of slot machines, makes delicious sense. The fact that the box sits in front of a restaurant also influenced the food and beverage theme. In terms of the composition, I kept hearing the phrases glass half empty or half full and the cherry on top in my head, and thought that dividing the box into separate stacked sections that resemble a glass filled with fruit, with the cherries being on top, would be a fun way to illustrate those sayings and to play more with the themes of luck and positivity. Next, we have artist Matto Hughes at St. Louis and Las Vegas Boulevard. Matto says, I focused on animals rendered in my own style. The animals I chose were the red-tailed hawk, coyote, mule deer, and bighorn sheep, embodying characteristics such as perseverance, adaptability, bravery, strength, and wisdom. These creatures do not represent the desert ecosystem. They do not only represent the desert ecosystem, but they act as mirrors of human character, reminding us of the resiliency and beauty within ourselves. He's also included plants for the smaller electrical box, the Mojave yucca, desert marigolds, barrel cactus, and the beaver-tail prickly pear cactus. Next, we have artist Samir Asnani speaking on his design.
So my art piece is on St. Louis and Paradise. It's pretty close to the Gateway Arches, so I really wanted to make sure I incorporated those elements. So I wanted to use a bright palette so it has contrast from a far distance. I wanted to have the Gateway Arches with the car driving under it. On the sides, I wanted to incorporate the Strat as well as a showgirl gesturing towards the Strat. I wanted to incorporate Las Vegas elements like gaming symbols, cards, poker chips, diamonds, all that kind of stuff. I wanted to use bright colors and have something that has a lot of contrast. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have Bonnie Kelso at Bob Stupak and Las Vegas Boulevard. She says, this mural series for my utility cabinets along Las Vegas Boulevard explores themes of whimsy in nature and concealment. Each cabinet is transformed into a faceless, monochromatic avian creature rendered in bright, vivid hues. The largest box, painted in pink, represents a maternal figure, followed by 4 smaller chicks, each showcasing their individuality through color. The flowing feathers guide them towards the art district, symbolizing movement, identity, and purpose. Next, we have Nathaniel Benjamin at California Ave and Commerce. Now we're moving into the Arts District. He states, the 2 larger cabinets shows the shoes of people from different walks of life. The top of the cabinet shows stars in space, extending onto the sides like legs into each of the shoes. In a similar way, the other larger cabinet shows the texture of earth, also extending into its respective shoes. The smaller cabinet says, many feet, one path, across the 2 sides facing towards the intersection. Another side shows a shape reminiscent of a spiral or a thumbprint, the final, a circle of people holding hands. And on top is the symbol of an atom. He is hoping to form a sense of connection and represent a diverse cast of characters, including small details that tell a little bit of their stories. Chala Escobar has a box on California Ave at Casa Don Juan. She states, being located near that restaurant whose atmosphere celebrates Mexican culture and the art of Frida Kahlo, she wants to pay tribute to Latin art and culture, designed by Loteria Cards, the beloved bingo game played across many generations and parts of Latin America. She selected the iconic symbols of El Corazon and La Calavera, and the duality of existence prominent in Latin American culture. She also has a few boxes on California Ave at Esther's. And here she honors the importance of storytelling by depicting a continuous fantasy landscape that focuses on a young heroine's journey. Next, we have artist Miguel Hernandez on California Ave. He states, I came up with this concept from my love of flowers, nature, and realism through art, and would like the opportunity to paint the boxes to look like 3D barrel cactus plants with various and vibrant flowers on top. He has a series of 4 boxes. Next, we have artist Giovanni Uranda, entitled Sweet Treats, on California Ave at You or Me. He says, these are my first murals on an electric box, and he wanted to do something fun, light, and happy. The artwork focuses on themes of clowns because they bring joy and remind people to be silly and clown around. He believes that anyone who sees this work should be able to have fun and get in touch with their inner child. And lastly, we have artist Mila May on California at Mezcala. She states, the proposed designs transform an ordinary utility cabinet into a playful reflection of downtown Las Vegas, vibrant and full of energy. It connects to an environment by imagining what might be happening inside these mysterious boxes, turning function into fantasy. The design blends circuit board-like patterns and smiling faces, revealing an imagined inner world. I also wanted to add a final thank you to our evaluation panelists, Commissioner Von Bastians, Ido Uturalde, Lyle Wilcox, Stasia Fisher, and David Renan. Thank you. Does anyone have any questions? Oh.
Thank you so much. We're going to move forward with item number 8, abeyance item, discussion for possible action regarding the purchase of enriched heritage by Adolfo Gonzalez, located at 1300 C Street, not to exceed $35,000 of the percent for the Arts Fund, Ward 5, Summers Armstrong.
Hi, this is Laura Machado for the record. As you may remember from our last meeting, at the last Arts Commission meeting, we are proposing the purchase of enriched heritage by Adolfo Gonzalez. I'll just give a little recap. The sculpture was originally installed in January 2024, part of the Contemporary Public Art Project. The installation was initially planned for 1 year. That was extended for an additional year. That loan period ends this month. So we're bringing it to the Arts Commission for discussion and possible action to purchase this sculpture. So we had a few questions at the last meeting, and we've addressed those questions. The first was regarding maintenance. A condition report was completed in December. We did determine there were very few minor rust issues, so the artist went out, cleaned the sculpture, and repainted those rust areas. So all of the issues that were discovered have been resolved, and it has been cleaned. There was another question about ongoing care. The annual maintenance will be minimal. It will consist of cleaning with soap and water, followed by drying with a cloth. If there are any issues regarding any rust or open spaces where there has been a chip of the paint, we'll reach out to Adolfo and he'll address those issues. One of the other questions was regarding the structural stability. So this sculpture's foundation and the anchorage was approved and designed by a Nevada licensed engineer that the city hired when this piece was installed. The anchorage is rated to last more than 10 years, and there's no additional support that's needed. And then the final question was, do we need to do anything to make sure that it's protected from the weather? So currently it has a durable automotive grade paint, and at this time there's no additional weathering protection that we need to require. But we will do, we do an inventory every year, and we'll make an assessment if there is anything that comes up that we need to address. We don't anticipate any additional maintenance beyond the standard annual cleaning. The artist has been really wonderful to work with. He's very responsive, and the business owner would really like for this to stay. So staff recommends acquiring this into the city's public art collection, but it's up for you for further discussion. I'm happy to answer any questions.
Would anyone like to make a motion to purchase the enriched heritage installation?
Madam Chairman, this, Commissioner Galati, I would make that motion.
Commissioner Chirk, second.
Is there any discussion?
This is Commissioner Chirk. I just want to say thank you so much for doing the due diligence and making sure that we're very confident in making this purchase. Thank you.
And this is Commissioner Clevin. I just wanted to note that this is in an area that has been disinvested for a long time, and so by the city really realizing that this is a great location for temporary artwork and now programming it with permanent, I think it really puts a stamp on this as an important community space and also reinvests in the community. So I appreciate that we're having this discussion.
If there's no further discussion, I would like to call for a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
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 All opposed? The vote carries. Item number 9, discussion for possible action regarding the acceptance of a donation of artworks titled Ruby's Pool, Parking Lot Pano, Hammergren Pano, and Liberace by Linda Alterwitz into the city's permanent artwork collection, no fiscal impact, all wards.
This is Laura Machado again for the record. So in the process of conducting our annual inventory, we located these 4 pieces that had been on loan with the city, and this loan has expired. When I reached out to the artist Linda Alterwitz, she suggested or recommended, offered a generous donation to offer these pieces into the city's permanent art collection. There's no fiscal impact associated with this donation. They are 2-dimensional pieces in good quality. There's no additional maintenance that's required or conservation. They were installed on the 7th floor. They have been removed for that room to be rehabbed. And I believe there is a location on the 4th floor that is open for these pieces in the finance department that really appreciates photography. So, based on your discussion and possible vote, staff recommends accepting this donation, but I'll leave it up to your discussion. And happy to answer any questions.
Would anyone like to make a motion to accept the donation of artworks titled Ruby's Pool, Parking Lot Pano, Hammergren Pano, and Liberace by Linda Alterwitz into the city's permanent artwork collection with no fiscal impact?
This is Commissioner Chi. I make that motion to accept the donation.
Commissioner Portnoy, I second it.
Thank you. The motion has been properly seconded. Now I will call for the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
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 All opposed? Well, the motion passes. Thank you. Item number 10, discussion regarding topics for future agenda items. Comments made during this portion of the agenda by individual members shall refer solely to proposals for future agenda items, and any discussion shall be limited to whether or not such proposed items are within the purview of the commission and or whether such proposed items shall be placed on a future agenda. No discussion regarding the substance of any proposed topic shall occur and no action shall be taken. Are there any future agenda items?
This is Commissioner Portnoy. I was contacted by a couple artists in the district about the raised prices of parking and the inconvenience. I don't know whether that comes under our jurisdiction. Probably not, but at least I want to just bring it up for discussion, if possible, at a future date.
This is Commissioner Clevin. It doesn't fall under our jurisdiction, but we could ask for a report from parking services. We could always ask.
Thank you. Is there anyone else? Thank you. We'll move to item number 11, citizens' participation. Public comment during this portion of the agenda must be limited to matters within the jurisdiction of the commission. No subject may be acted upon by the commission unless that subject is on the agenda and is scheduled for action. If you wish to be heard, come forward and give your name for the record. The amount of discussion on any single subject, as well as the amount of time any single speaker is allowed, may be limited. Okay, well, if there is no one else to comment, I adjourn this meeting. Item number 12, adjournment. Thank you for your time today, everyone.